Sound check test. Test.
Okay.
Hey, Tuan. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
Sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. How's work? Very busy.
Mm. Yes. Busy because raining all day.
Oh man,
Yes, raining all day.
it's raining in there. All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because
Yes.
here in the Philippines, or in our town in particular, it's also raining. I know.
Yes.
Sometimes it's gonna rain for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then it's gonna stop, and then what do you call this? And then all of a sudden it's gonna rain again. All right. Anyway, welcome to Talk 4,
Yes.
Lesson 53, Progress Meeting.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we're gonna talk about our lesson is correct today. It's 53. Okay. I have everything checked and updated before you went to class. So basically, I just asked you how's your work today. You said everything is like kind of busy. It's been raining. A lot of reasons. All right, a lot of reasons. But let me ask you a few more things. Did you meet anyone new? Was it a stressful day or a relaxing day? Or yeah, was it a stressful day today?
What?
No, what is it? Your day. We're talking about your day, your work. Was it stressful? Is it stressful today? Or
Just
sorry, go ahead.
yeah. It's a picture. Okay.
So,
Maybe
mm,
it's a it's a
okay.
twist side some relax and thinking.
Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like it happens every day. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and proceed with our lesson for today. So, progress meeting. What are progress meetings for? Basically, we're going to talk about progress meetings.
The
What do you think it is for? When you say progress meeting, what comes into your mind?
maybe it's a production.
Mm-hmm.
Construction.
Mm-hmm. No. I mean, progress meeting. When you hear the word progress meeting, we have like marketing meeting, we have sales meeting, we have uh,
Project.
mhm,
Project.
project meetings. But when you hear
Yes.
progress meetings, what do you think is it for?
Mm. It's more maybe design. Design.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Design. Yes.
Design. You're talking about design. Are we 50% on our target when it comes to time frame? Are we on the right track? Are we late? Are we advanced when it comes to the target? Those are what actually happened or what's being discussed in progress meetings. Now, let's go ahead with the next page. All right, I'm going to do some vocabularies. Okay, read out loud, same drill. Read out loud the new words and make a sentence or an example with each word. Can you please read this?
mm, status, status or condition at a particular time.
Okay. It's actually pronounced as status. Say status.
Sta- status,
Mm-hmm. This
status,
no, not status. Status. Okay. This is how you read it.
status,
Sta.
status, status,
And then this. Status.
status,
Okay. And the next word is state.
state, state,
Tay. State. Okay.
state.
State or condition at a particular time. When you say status, basically self-explanatory. Whatever state are you in? What condition of the project is in at that particular time? Can you please read the next one?
Cross check
Very good.
to make certain that information, calculation, etc. is
Mhm.
correct by asking a different person or using a different methods of calculation.
Okay, cross-check. Say, for example, the accounting department already checked everything. So they will, give you the reports as you being the manager, and you will be the one who will cross-check, making sure that everything is correct. There's nothing amiss. That's cross-check. Okay, prototype. The first example of something, such as a machine or other industrial product from which all latter forms or later forms are developed. Say for example, the car. Okay, let's say that you haven't heard of cars. This is the first time that someone invented a car. It has four wheels. It started out with four wheels and just a machine. A machine that will make it run. But in the later days, or next coming years, that prototype evolved into something like, for example, Lamborghinis, Mercedes. The prototype is basically the first example, the first one. When you say prototype, it's always the first one. Okay, alpha version. It's more like the same. It's very synonymous with prototype. Alpha version is an early form of a new product that is being tested. So let's say you made a prototype car. That's a prototype. The alpha version is somewhat being going to be released for experimentation, for checking, you know, just to determine if there are any adjustments that needs to be done. Beta version, however, is a product that is in the second stage of development. Let's say that you invented the car. You're the one who invented the car. You started four wheels and then a machine. Now, your beta version comes with a seat, comes with a roof, comes with lights. That's a beta version. It's a more upgraded version. And when you say productive, resulting in or providing a large amount of supply of something, that means that, it's basically, for me, productive is being more, well, self-explanatory. You produce a lot of things for the company. Like, for example, yourself. Let's say that, yeah, you have been an employee of your company for like 10 plus years, 20 plus years, and you have been promoted. That means that you're productive. That means that you're providing, you are an asset to the company. You're providing help to the company. You are good at managing people. So that is productive. Let's continue. Now read the words again and explain the words. Can you please tell me what a cross check means?
Cross check, cross
Mm-hmm.
check,
Yeah.
cross,
In,
cross check.
in, in your own words, in your own explanation, what does cross check mean to you?
It cross checks the different methods, different method of calculation.
Mm-hmm.
As we create methods.
Yeah, basically it's like double checking. Again, the
Yes.
example that I gave a while ago. Let's say that the accounting department made all the calculations and they're going to pass the report to you. Your job as the manager, you will check. You will use different methods or what have you. As long as you double check, it's like double checking. It's cross check using a different
yes,
method. Okay, for you, what does alpha version mean?
alpha, alpha person,
Hmm.
alpha,
In
alpha
your own
version.
words, what does it mean?
It- It's new, early, uh, early from, early from new
Hmm. Early
product.
form of products, yes. Yeah, you
Yes,
can, when you have early products improved, you now come up with a beta version. Okay. All right.
yes.
So let's go ahead and continue. Progress meeting or progress reports. What does progress report means, or what does come within the progress report? The progress report starts, of course, with an opening. You tell the
Scope.
purpose and nature of the project. Let's say, for example, you are to build 20,000 towers from North Vietnam to South Vietnam. In your report, it will state the purpose. The purpose of this is to help the government provide um, electrical lines from north to south. The nature of the project, we are the ones who's going to build it. The funds will be coming from the government. We will have a contract with them. So that's where you open it. The body, though, is where you provide background information. Again, if required, it explains how the building process will begin, how it starts or begins, how it's being done, and how it will end. It also says here, describe the word completed. Basically, it comes, you know, within the background information that you're providing. It will also give you current progress of work. So, how many times do you have to check the site every week? Do you need to go there every day? Do you need to go there once a month? And another thing, you will also put in the body of your progress report any problems that could arise and any possible remedies, any solutions. Say solutions. Say solutions, Ton.
Solution.
Very good. Okay. Now, in closing, you discuss the future activities and completion date. Say, for example, your target date starts on 2020 and your end date is, or basically your deadline, will be on 2025. So that's going to be 5 years. So for every year, what's going to happen? This is going to happen in stage one, stage two, stage three, until it gets final, until it gets completed. All right. That's, again, progress reports. Okay. Useful phrases. Can you please read this for me?
Different prices.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what's the status with?
Mm-hmm.
Could you could could you give us the latest on?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, are we on track with the schedule?
Okay. That's a good example. Being the manager, you always spearhead projects, meetings. Let's say meetings. Okay, let's say that the project has already started and you had your first meeting. So basically, you're the one who's going to ask, okay, Department A, what's the status with marketing? Department B, what's the status with construction? Department C, what's the status with logistics? Okay. Or, okay, Department A, could you give us the latest on the marketing plans? Department B, could you give me the latest on the construction? On what pace are we in? Are we on the right track? Especially on the right track. You also ask them, are we on the right track with the schedule? Are we behind or are we advanced? So that's how you ask the questions within that, within progress reports or progress meetings. Now, when you answer, most of the things that you can use are these. Can you please read?
I'm happy to report.
Okay. If you are going to report to your boss, you can say, "I'm happy to report that the progress is on schedule. We're not behind. We're actually advanced." That's a good one. Can you read this one?
As as I reported last week,
As I reported last week, we're still on schedule. We're not being left behind. Everything is going smoothly. Okay, can you please the next one?
As agreed.
As agreed by all the members of this board, we're going to start with the project on 2020, and it is projected to end on 2025. Example. Okay, number 4.
We have very good progress
Oh,
with
okay, it's
the
actually
project.
we have,
We have
not we
we
have,
have we have
not we's, we, just we, no s.
we
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 have.
we have have we have sorry.
Okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're getting it. You're
Yes,
getting it. Continue. Don't
we
lose. Don't
we
lose your. Come on.
we have very good progress with
There you go. See, you did it. You did it. Okay. Next one. We are way ahead of schedule. When someone asks you, okay, Tuan, what's the status with our project, tower project? We are. I'm happy to report that we are way ahead of schedule. So that's a good report. This one, we are halfway through processing all the documents for the government, and the product is actually 80% complete. So these are your usual phrases when you are doing progress reports. So I urge or encourage you to take notes of these or take note of these. This might have actually been useful for you. Okay, watch the video and listen carefully to the conversation. Let me just grab the video for you. Okay, give me just a minute. Okay, here we go. 53.
shall, shall I
So,
repeat?
I'm happy to report we have succeeded in rerouting our flagships.
Way ahead of schedule, yet again. This has allowed us to improve our USPs by 90%.
That's 9 out of every 10.
Excellent, thank you, Samuel. Timothy, what's the status with the linear solutions? Could you give us the latest on the Square project?
The Linear Solutions Department has, yet again, functioned at full capacity, and we have fulfilled 114% of this month's objectives. You can read the handouts for a detailed account, but in short, as I reported last week, we've decided to use the right angle for the Square project. Now, there's still some debate as to how big a right angle is, so we're testing currently at 90, 97, 100 and 101 degrees. As agreed, I've ensured Anderson cross-checks the design, removing any left angles, and doesn't use them in future. Overall, we have very good progress with the design.
Are we on track with the schedule? When are we required to start delivering?
I'm happy to report that we are ready to start first deliveries tomorrow, which is way ahead of the requested delivery schedule.
We've only just finished system testing the prototype and are only halfway through performance testing. We haven't even released an alpha version yet.
As I said earlier, we've had very good progress with the design.
Yes, we've had very good progress, but I'd say the design of the product is only 75% complete.
Well, exactly. That's 3 out of every 4. So we're ready to start shipping tomorrow.
It doesn't work like that.
We'll produce, say, 4 units, but only ship the first 3. Then when you're finally 100% complete with the design, we can then ship the 4th.
Excellent work, Timothy. You can proceed with the production. Anderson, send me please a revised delivery schedule so I can share it with the client. Well, thank you everyone. This was very productive. Yet again.
Okay, so I think we're done watching the video. And if you listen closely, to the conversation, remember these words that we talked about a while ago. What's the status with? Could you give us the latest on? Are we on track with the schedule? Also, a sample of these. I'm happy to report, as I reported last week, as agreed, every one of those are being used in the meeting. It just goes to show that, on how it goes within a progress meeting. That these things that, they said is being thrown into that meeting or in the conversation more often times than not. So these will be useful for you. Again, as I've said a while ago, I urge you to take note of these, and this will be beneficial. All right, let's continue. Progress meeting. Let's do role play. Uh-huh. You play the boss. I'll play Tim. Okay? I'll play.
Yes.
Sorry. Let me just change the colors then. Okay, I'll play Tim, and you'll be the boss. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Yes. Timothy, what's the status with the linear solutions?
Mhm.
Could you give us the latest on the software project?
The Linear Solutions Department has yet again functioned at full capacity, and we have fulfilled a 114% of this month's objectives. In short, as I reported last week, we've decided to use the right angle for the square project. Overall, we have a very good progress with the design.
Hmm. Are we on track with the schedule? When are we required to start delivering?
Okay, I'm happy to report that we are ready to start first deliveries tomorrow, which is way ahead of the requested delivery schedule. Okay, so that's it. We did a role play of what goes on in a progress meeting, and I'm sure you have been in progress meeting for many years now. So I hope this would help. Okay, let's see here. Progress meeting. What would you say if? Let's check here. Let's check here.
Improve the reaction time.
Mm-hmm. Basically,
Improve.
what would you say if one of your people, one of the people that you manage, says, "Boss, we're way behind schedule. I think we're gonna fail on this." How would you react? What would be your reaction? It's easy for you to react like, okay, that's good. If your people are like, okay, boss, we're way behind. We're way ahead of schedule. We're doing great. It's easy. You can say, okay, very good. Next. But what would you say if one of your people that is reporting will say, boss, I think we're behind schedule. I think we're in trouble. How would you react? How would you react?
React.
Yeah. What would you say if one of your people says, "Boss, we're behind schedule. I think we're in trouble." The first thing that you have to think of is that what's the problem? Number one, what's the problem? You ask them, okay, what's the problem? What seems to be the problem? Boss, this is the problem. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can improve your reaction time by, of course, analyzing the problem. What seems to be the problem? What could be the solution? After finding out what happened, then you come up with a solution. You think about it. All right? So that's how you will improve your reaction time. Now, let's go ahead and do a review. Excuse me. So, we're discussing about progress meetings, what goes in and out, progress reports. When it comes to progress reports, we have vocabulary, most words or words that is being thrown in a meeting more often times than not. Things that you could actually use, things that you have already knowledge of, and what are the useful phrases that you could actually ask or answer if there's any questions for you when it comes to a progress meeting. So yeah, I think that's it. Do you have any questions regarding our lesson for today about progress meetings?
Yes.
You have a question? What's your question? Tuan?
Yes.
What was your question?
Okay. Sorry. No question.
Oh, okay. I thought you have a question because I was asking,
Yeah.
okay, you have a question? And said, yes. Okay. So if you don't
Mm.
have any more questions, then I thank you for attending your class today. I hope to see you
Yes.
tomorrow once again for our next lesson 54. And
Yes.
you have a great evening, okay? You did well. You did
Yes.
well. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry for the comments. I like how you still read it. You're very constant when it comes to reading, and I hope you improve on some words that we have discussed for today. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Again, I thank you
Okay.
for coming, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Yes. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.